Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know it? Freebirds! Yeah. Going all the way, all the way, all the way. Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro. You know ain't no con in these raps, so I'm trying to be calm when it comes to the cash flow. You know talking till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome. You know when you out, watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the place is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the X's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and Teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the bank. You know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the game. Hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, ooh, ooh. You know it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freebirds.
Welcome to the Minute Teal Podcast. I am your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J. And as always, I'm rocking with J to the I to the M-B-O.
And
you are now in the mix with the men and Teal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Out
yes,
in the
sir.
mix. J.I.M.B.O.
What is happening, my brother?
Shit, man. Chilling, man.
Yeah.
It's motherfucking off season, bro. Look, get to watch football with no pressure.
Yeah.
But really a lot of pressure because you're watching all the offenses so carefully and the defenses and saying, oh, man, is that our guy? Is that our guy?
Right.
So it's fun. It's fun. It's fun watching, like I said, low stakes in the grand, but in the grand scheme, pretty decent stakes going on. So
Right. Now, one thing I will say is I think a lot of people forget too that
watching all the offenses.
That sounded weird. I think that people forget that, like, a lot of people expect Ben Johnson to come over here and like do exactly what he's doing in Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think what a lot of people don't think about is he's doing that with the offensive staff people at Detroit. You get what I'm saying? Like, he has to, in order for him to do what he's doing now, he has to put together a team of people. You know, his if he is the head coach, who would be his OC? Because he'll still have an offensive coordinator, whether or not he calls plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would be determined. But you know, who's going to be the quarterback's coach? Who's gonna be the receiving coach? Who's going to be
Mark Brunell's going to be the quarterback's coach?
I would hope so, but Mark Brunell will be making a lateral move from Detroit to come here to do that with Trevor Lawrence. Now, I would hope that he would want to make a lateral move like that because it's Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but my point is, and we're going to get into it more in a little bit, but I think my point is that no matter who the head coach is, I think there should be some temperament on what exactly they're going to be able to do when they come to Jacksonville.
I mean, yeah, it's not, that's not too much to ask. But I mean, like I said, I think, I don't know, bro. I think if Ben's the guy, I think he finds the guys. You just gotta, like I said, you hope he can find complementary, defense parts with it too.
Yes,
So,
yes, but I'm saying more along the lines of how people are envisioning the offense, like all the talk about Liam Cohen and how he simplifies it so much, and the hot word right now or words is giving Trevor an easy button.
Yeah.
Right. Which, to be honest with you, he already has that. Matter of fact, he's got 3 of them, bare minimum, on the team. So I don't know. I see the hype, and look, this is coming from somebody who is optimistic is in my name.
Yeah.
That's what the O stands for. So like I feel y'all and I'm hyped with y'all, but I still think that like Doug Peterson, for example, right? When Doug Peterson first got here, we expected him to do what he did in Philly. Did we not?
Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, if a coach wins the Super Bowl, that's the expectation. You say, hey, he at least knows what it takes to get it done.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. So, but what was one unique thing about his scheme at Philly that we thought that he was going to bring over?
Tight end usage and just mostly tight end usage.
Right, the 2 tight end sets.
Yeah.
And then while he's here, we draft a guy named Brenton Strange, who was at Penn State, was a known like natural catcher of the ball, but a damn good blocker too, right? So I get year 1 in the 2022 season, him not maybe doing it, because we really didn't have the tight end personnel to run a in my opinion, a good 2 tight end set.
Yeah.
Right. But you get Brenton Strange, and it's like, okay, this is your opportunity. Like, okay, I can see that you got a piece to pair with Evan, and now you can start running the 2 tight end sets, and you still don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only time you see 2 tight ends or more on the field for us was in our what 12 or 12 package, jumbos and 12s. So
I'm surprised that's the only thing they listen to me about is the jumbo package. And
yeah, that was the best package. Like in that package, that was the best the offense looked.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is that like there's a reason Doug Peterson didn't run the 2 tight end set, right? I feel like it's not a good one, other than like he didn't have the supporting staff because he had the players. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he didn't have the supporting staff he needed to make it happen. Shout out Robert. What up, Big Marcus? Sitting Strange for the first year with the second pick was not okay, but let's put context in that too, right? They also get Brenton Strange because Evan Ingram's contract isn't locked in yet. So like we don't, as a team, I could see them getting Brenton Strange to be the replacement of Evan. Like he's a bigger, more brawly clone.
Yeah, because this is Strange's second year, right?
Yeah, this is second year. I'm responding to
yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just making sure. Yeah,
the first. Yeah, Farrell can block and Farrell can catch, but he's not really a a catching tight end, and that's what makes the two tight end set so dangerous, because you have to be prepared for the run, right? It keeps you locked in. It keeps the defense locked into certain packages. Like they can't go like they have to have more linebackers on the field than receiver. They can't go their nickel or their dime packages that much when you run in a 12-man set, because if you get ran on,
keeping them in your
you got keep them
in your base. You got to keep them in, try to keep them in base personnel and take advantage of the mismatches.
Right, exactly.
That was the problem. The problem was we didn't do that enough. We should have had
correct.
It should have been packages where it's Britton Strange, Evan Ingram, Brian Thomas Jr. That could have been the only pass catchers on the field for all I give a fuck about, because they get open and catch the fucking ball. So
yeah, there's gonna end up because look, there's a mismatch somewhere.
Yeah,
there's a mismatch somewhere, bro. So Farrell has caught most of his targets. I don't disagree with you, Robert, that he can catch the ball. What I'm saying, he's not a catching tight end. Like, yes, he may have caught most of his targets, but the majority of his targets are minimal. Like, there's stretches of games where he doesn't get even a target. You understand what I'm saying, Robert? Like, look at the total targets he's had. And you got to remember, Farrell came in with Herbs. So Farrell's been on the roster 2 years longer than Britton Strange. You got to remember that too. So consider that into the total amount of actual targets he's been on since he's been on the team with Trevor in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot, bro. It's not a lot. So it's like what's that one fullback? What's that one fullback with the crazy ass Z's and shit all his name?
For who?
I think he was a fullback for the 49ers.
Oh,
like Juszczyk. Yeah, like Juszczyk. Like Juszczyk can catch the ball. I'm sure he has a high catch rate, but they're not throwing to Juszczyk every single fucking game.
Yeah, the usage rate is low.
Yeah, the usage rate is low for it, you know, and that's what makes it like dangerous. And we see Farrell is dangerous, but Farrell can't do what Evan and Britton do on a consistent basis. If he could, that would be the role he would play. The best thing he does is block, and that's what they ask him to do. Let's see. What's up, Jason? Jason says we need to find more wide receivers for Trevor. Yeah, I mean it's coming. We got the draft. What's his name? Gabe Davis was obviously super disappointing, but I've seen Gabe Davis be good. Do you know what I'm saying? So like I have to, now that the season's over with, this season he sucked. There's no sugarcoating it, right? This season he sucked, but maybe this was a down year for Gabe for whatever reason. Like he came into the team with an injury that like we didn't even know about until training camp. When we're like, yo, why is he like working off to the side?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're talking about like he has a knee from Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all, and that's the thing. Like I said, he doesn't necessarily need more receivers. Just like Tim Jones don't need to be on the field. If stuff starts to go wrong, there needs to be somebody better than Tim Jones.
Right.
Because even how the contracts are how they are right now, technically we're still going to have Christian Kirk, right?
Yeah,
and
Christian's going on his last year.
we still have Evan, right? Technically,
Yes. Yeah, we got Evan for
well,
another 2.
we still got Evan, and we still have, and we still have Gay. I mean, we still have all 3 of those guys on top of the.
And
rookie.
you got Parker,
yeah,
and you got Britton.
So he has. I think he has. I mean, I think adding to that room can always be. It can always be good, but let's use some of the pieces that we have the right way and see what happens.
Hey, real quick. Yo, I just want to shout out Elijah Cooks. They let the man's contract expire, but he got picked up by Philly. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, we did?
Huh?
We let his contract expire?
Yeah. The Jaguars let
because he was on practice squad, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they let his contract expire, and
that's fire.
He got picked up. Yeah, he got picked up by Philly, bro. So he's in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, so that's fire.
Yeah. So shout out to Elijah, bro.
Shout out to Elijah and shout out to the Jaguars for not, you know what I'm saying, not doing no, because some teams will just do green shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, we don't know, we like you, so like shout out to Trent for not fucking just being a dickhead and like, oh, we'll just extend you a little. You know, it's like, no, go. Hey, it was disappointing here, bro. You go if you get some run, go get some run. Go get a shot, and you can come back if you want.
Yeah.
At the end of this, after it's all done, like, right. Yeah, bro. Shout out to Trent, man.
Yeah.
Bulky masterclass.
Nah, but yeah, I'm glad he got picked up. I like Elijah Cook. I think something had to be wrong if you couldn't get on the field over Tim Jones.
Yeah.
Like, you're a bigger body. And look, we saw it. Like, if we go be honest, bro, like we saw him be given the opportunity and drop crucial third downs. Like shit he should have caught.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he dropped one of a touchdown too.
Yeah, preseason I was like, he's getting open. And then he made the one play and then bad play. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, hey, bro. Tim Jones got strong hands. He got strong hands now. So, and he a little fast. I mean, he ain't a world beater.
Mm-hmm.
A little fast, dog. But yeah. Anyway, just to backtrack. I think to Jay's point too. I think I agree that they're going this offseason they will add talent to that room. And they might subtract. We don't know if Christian Kirk's going to be here next year. Like he's signed to be here next year, but they can trade him. Technically they can cut it.
Look, there was about apparently
I'm not going for that shit. I'm
just saying, but I mean the rumors. Look, if people believe the rumors about Trent Baalke, like he's just the worst person in the world to work with, then I can believe the rumors that we were about to trade Christian Kirk. We were getting our ass kicked. He might have wanted to go to a team that or a team that needed a veteran receiver. Definitely was making calls. So I mean, I think it was a big possibility that he could have went. We could have got something for him. He just fucking decided to fucking break his collarbone. Say, yeah, I'm out of here again. So I mean, but like I said, to me, I know this isn't a thing about Christian Kirk or not, but I mean, shit, that's 2 seasons in a row you ended on IR, and Parker Washington. Looking like he can do a lot of the same things. Like he's not a seasoned veteran like you. So
Right.
That's always good to have in the room. But if you're gonna want to make it work, I think you got to take less money. You know, so we're not going all the way there, but ETN, like you can go, but if you want to take less money, like you got to figure some things out, bro. Y'all ain't been, and if y'all leave here, this ain't the old Jaguars. Like if you leave here, you go win a Super Bowl. Right now, if you leave the Jaguars, from the people that was on this team before, your ass ain't got no job no more.
Yeah.
Like people look at you like you couldn't cut it with the Jaguars, so they're going. It's hard to get another job, bro.
Well, I don't think that's not true at all. Like what?
Well, actually, you know what? I'm capped because our players are so much better than they were in 2020 that these guys, they'll go and play other places.
Yes. Agreed.
This isn't James Robinson or LaVisca Chenault or DJ Chark or guys that are having like real relevance in the league, making an impact.
Right. Well, like
we just saw our former left tackle get his ass kicked all up and down TV on Sunday.
Yeah,
them boys gave up 9 sacks.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Look, last time Cam Robinson saw 9 sacks, he was on the sideline of his rookie year when we went to the play. So was that 27? Wasn't he? Yeah, he was there for Blake's that playoff year, right?
Yeah, but he played. He didn't get hurt till 2018.
No, I'm saying on the sideline. I'm saying on the sideline because our defense got 10 sacks that day.
Oh yeah.
That first game.
Yes,
I mean, that's probably the first time he's ever. That's the only other time he's ever seen that many sacks in a game. His first game as a Jaguar, and then his first postseason game as a Viking. Bro, 2020 team is so bad. I've been telling people, I said, bro, our backups, the guys who are not designated as starters on this team, would beat the starters on that 2020 team, bro. And that's why Trent Baalke kept his job. Because what the fuck did he have? That shit was horrible, boy. Those boys was ass, boy. They was ass. They were so fucking bad, bro. I'm telling you, James Robinson.
Oh, no. I don't want to talk bad about Spitter, bro. I don't want to talk bad about Spitter, dog. Spitter was the slice of pie, bro. You're tripping. Spinner did for us in 2020 what BTJ did for us this year. He gave us a little bit of hope. Like, damn, we got something.
We were good. This is a great because we definitely convinced ourselves. LaVisca, Robinson, and Chark. Hey, we gotta say. You gotta believe. Let's say this is believing in your team. Like, bro, if you are a Jaguars fan, when did the fuck did we become so fucking bougie that that oh my god, we're just destined to win 10-11? No, bro, we are fans but we have to have some realism about it, bro. Like, y'all don't watch a lot of bad football.
Yes.
For the better part of 30 years, y'all don't watch a lot of bad football. Pretty much anything that wasn't Tom Coughlin has essentially been bad football. Like, Jack Del Rio was 50-50. Just because that's literally what he was always doing, was just breaking even. Like, to me, that's not good football. Like, it's sound, but it ain't good football.
Right.
You just But other than that, it's been bad, bro. Like, we just had to have people we have to have people who make decisions down there who actually give a fuck about the team, bro. That's it. That is it. They're gonna they have to make sure that people down there give a fuck about. That's why I'm saying there's a lot at play when it comes to that front office. Like, I don't take lightly because Dave Caldwell didn't give a fuck about this team, and you can see it in the roster. You can see it in the roster.
Facts.
You can see it in the mishandling of Jalen Ramsey.
No, you know who really didn't give a fuck about this team? Fucking Gene Smith, bro.
Yeah.
The dude before Dave Caldwell.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
oh my God.
So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, people like to measure this. Yes, wins and losses is how you measure success in the NFL.
Yes.
But bro, we gotta have a good product out. We still have to have a good product. And as much as I've seen every fan say, man, 10 1 loss, 10 1 possession losses, man, 10 1 possession losses. Yeah, that's not by accident. That means that there's a physical football team out there, just on the guys that are out there that can compete week in and week out with the best in the league. Outside of Buffalo and Detroit, it's pretty much,
I guess, in Chicago.
Yeah, that was completely on coaching. That game was completely on coaching. Yes. I don't think that had anything to do with them being better than us or a more talented football team. The Buffalo game, Detroit game, completely outcoached and a better football team. Like, they just have, their players are really good and they're coached very well. Yes. So that happens to a team that's not coached very well and not disciplined. Get your ass kicked like that by teams that are militant about what the fuck they're going to do, offense and defense. All the rest of that shit, we was able to get by with horrible coaching decisions. We talked about the rotations on defense all year. Just talked about certain placements of the defense. We talked about the lack of targets. Like, that shit is all criminal. Like, talking about fireball offense, that shit is criminal offenses, bro. Like, Doug Peterson stole money for the last two years. He didn't adapt. He didn't adapt.
Was the accountant?
Bro, he didn't adapt. He didn't adapt to the new RPO rules. The offense stalled out. It stalled out after 2022.
Yeah.
It never looked good. It took a long time for the offense to even look good in 2022, and on the back end it looked good. It got us to where we needed to get to. Just couldn't beat the Chiefs. But after that, like I said, they changed that rule in the offseason about the RPO, but our offense just didn't do nothing after that. It was clunky. They tried to do too rare. It's just bad, bro. So now you have the pieces of the physical, like I said, the physicality on the field. We have it. It can always be better, but somebody got to be able to create the advantage, the advantage in the brain now. Like, that's all your GM can do for you. I don't know any GM that call plays.
Right.
So this next guy got to be able to call plays, bro. Ain't no passing the buck. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? You're not resting on your laurels because you previously won a Super Bowl. No, you just got fired for the same thing twice at two different jobs. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Last 3 seasons in Philly, 9 wins, 4 wins. Out of there. Here, 9 wins, 4 wins. You're out of there, Bubba. Like, you got fired for the same thing. Like, you didn't learn. You stole the gas. You used the company gas card on your personal vehicle over here. You got fired for it. You're lucky they didn't call the cops. You know what? You were a good enough employee. You were employed employed a year a couple years ago. You just riding on your laurels, man. You went to your new job and did the same thing. Got caught. When will you ever learn?
Pug Dieterson.
Yeah.
We know your real name.
Yeah, Mr. Ice Cream Social. You should have never trusted a grown ass man. Just like, yeah, man, just like some vanilla ice cream after the game. Vanilla, you are a psychopath. just plain vanilla ice cream. So yeah, just gotta get some. Man, oh my god, yo, bitch ass.
Yo.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. It's too hot.
Oh my god, yo! But for real, like, We love Doug Peterson, dog. But you played. Like you played, and like people can say whatever they want about Bulky, but like for the most part, like outside of like this free agency class, and you know, a few picks. I mean, and outside of this year's free agency class, a few picks, and the 2023 offseason where there was no real moves. Remember 2023, like we didn't do nothing. Like the biggest thing we did was be allowed to bring on Ridley.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, the Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, but that's it. Like we didn't do anything else.
Well, we restructured Christian Kirk.
Foye and Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
But they were making cap moves.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because
to me that's just as important.
Oh, and they did Brandon Sheriff, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that they didn't do anything, because I actually had a debate with a dude with Travis. As a matter of fact, I think you and I talked about that last week. But yeah, and Travis was trying to tell me that, and I was like, nah, because he was saying that it put us behind a year, and I was like, nah, running it back is good because you're keeping the same core of guys, and you saw what that core of guys were capable of doing. He was like, yeah, but he should have added to it. he should have added to it. Well, we did. We got Calvin. No, and he just kept telling like, no, that one player just isn't enough. Like he should have added to it, and I disagreed with him at the time. But you know, hindsight's 2020. Bro's right. Like because
now
it felt like this past off season in the draft and the moves that we made, it was like they were trying to fix.
Yeah,
they were trying to fix too many problems at once. Now, when really you could have addressed it, you could have addressed the defensive line in 2023. Not saying I have a problem with Mason Smith or anything like that. I'm just speaking the flaw. It like as much as we're gonna say, okay, well, Trent did this good, he did this good, I am gonna point out where he fucked up at. And like I said, Travis was right. That not doing anything that season, you set us back, because now we're hastily getting guys and trying to plug guys in. We tried to do it at corner. We tried to do it at safety. We tried to do it on defensive line. Like receiver. Like you try to do it, and then since the majority of it was on the defense, right? And then on top of it, you change the defensive scheme and coordinator.
Yeah, but we also acting like we gotta also act like we gotta remember like that 2023, that free agency class, like what did we miss out on? Because there wasn't like a bell of the ball. Like, yeah, we could have traded, try to make a trade, but who would they have wanted us to get?
Well, no, what I'm saying is that in 2023 we could have made some kind of move to address the interior defensive line position or the interior
agency.
Yeah.
But like, who are we going to get though? Because like, I'm looking at these names from the defensive free agents of 2023, and like, interior, like a really good interior lineman. Like they're not popping up. The actual most of the defensive players in general were not that good.
Well, I mean, tell us who it is, bro, because I'm not looking at the list.
I mean, Marcus Davenport, which is a defensive end. He went to the Vikings. Zach Allen was a D tackle for the Cardinals.
Is it just a list? Is it what I'm saying is it just a list of free like 2023 free agents?
The defensive free agents. Brandon Graham, Yannick Ngakoue, Robert Quinn, Jadeveon Clowney, Bud Dupree, Melvin Ingram, Trey Flowers. They're based on a rating system.
Right.
Clelin Ferrell, Arden Key, who's 11 on the list, which we got. Shaq Lawson, Carlos Dunlap, John Comiskey, Dewan Smoot, we resigned.
No, 20. No, Arden Key was subtracted from our team in 2023.
No,
so he's a free agent leaving Jacksonville.
Yeah, sorry. Sign with the Titans. Sorry. It says sign with the Titans. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like we didn't do anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a defensive tackle. It could have been edge. It could have gave us a. I mean, what has been a better rotational backup since damn, we just said his name, since Arden Key left.
Yeah,
on this team, like we don't have it. Is my point. Like I just said the interior of the defensive line because that was an issue. You get what I'm saying? But like it could have been edge. Like we haven't replaced the impact that Arden Key had when he was in the rotation. And I'm
looking at the D tackles, that like exclusive D tackles. Like, did we have $57 million to give Dalvin Tomlinson?
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I would say we had a lot of room on the cap, bro. Like I think we had I don't know. Is it highest cap space? Most cap space? I don't know. I don't know how you would say that.
Yeah.
In 2023, and like we didn't spend. My point is that I agree with him now that we didn't try to spend money to make the team better. You know, like you could say whoever the free agents are, but guys went to other teams and they made them better or they made them worse. But at least the team tried. Is my point. Like,
yeah, really, bro. We didn't have $80 million for Javon Hargrave. I tell you that. 4-year, $80 million. I don't think we had it to do that. But I mean, like I said,
he's not getting $80 million up front.
I know how contracts work. But I'm just saying, like that's a lot of bread. Like I mean,
but you had the cap, so you had cap space to make some splash moves.
You also believe your coach. You also believe your coach when he says, "Hey, this offense is good. We're good. We're going to be fine. And your offense goddamn came out that next year and stuck it up for 10 games. And you wonder why. I'm just saying, bro, like the shit it'd be.
But the front office
and like
job.
I said, maybe never rested on your laurels. I understand.
Is to assess talent,
mm-hmm.
and to continuously bring talent to the team
Yeah, but I can't.
And they didn't do it to the fullest. My point is, and I believe this is what Travis's point was, is that they didn't do it to their fullest ability or even close to it.
And all those
that
players
year.
ended up not playing really well for a whole bunch of those teams. Like Javon Hargrave was the only one. And like I said, that was 4 year, $80 million. Like shit would have fell into the hands. We would have just been. Like I said, like I have to trust in the moves that we do make instead of the moves that we possibly could have made, because dog, that shit, bro. People, like you said, bro. Some people will just come here to take that bread for real, bro. Like we've seen, like we really seen the shit happen. So I'm trusting in that. Even the guys brought in with free agency so far, like overall, I've liked the guys that have come in on free agency. So it's like I feel like he has a good, a good eye for good players and like good people, I guess. But as long as they can do their job is what I really care about. But not really bringing distraction people into the locker room. You know what I'm saying? We're not bringing selfish players into the locker room, because that's where that shit starts to. That's where that usually starts coming in. Is people just start being selfish.
Yeah. Yeah, we do big markets. Do y'all remember how the Jaguars made a trade in the mid of the season for Marcel Darius? That trade prepared the Jaguars as defense. Why can't they front office learn from a trade like that and what kind of impact that makes on a team? Well, yeah.
You have to be playing well to make those kind of trades mid-season. It's how the Vikings win. That's why the Vikings came and got Cam Robinson. They felt like they got him off a bad team. Buffalo wasn't good, really. Like they were okay. We ended up having to play them in the playoffs, but like we felt like we could making a push a little bit. That defense was really good.
Right.
So,
but it's often. I mean, I hear what you're saying, bro. And I acknowledge that could be a possibility, but the optics are that the team didn't come close to their capability of improving, at least the try to improve the roster. And that is on the front office. The front office makes the deal. Like it happened. It still happened.
Set us up.
So
every move, like I said, I understand the concept, and I mean, like I said, there's parts of it that I agree with, but at the same time, I just feel like there's like you can't do too much.
Right, like, and you can do too little.
Yeah,
they did too little. That's the point of this. They did too little that season.
Yeah, but
this season felt like a cram session.
What was that based on? Like you said,
based on the little activity they did with their money.
Man, I'm just saying, bro, we know how this. We know how these games went because we went to the games and we watched them all. If that offense could have did a lick of anything last year, we wouldn't be talking. Nobody would be saying that. We missed out on defense in the free agency because our offense wouldn't have been turning the fucking ball over every goddamn fucking quarter and just having the defense on the field so fucking long, all game. Like, bro, we know, bro, our time of possession last year in 2023 was horrendous, bro. I don't even know the numbers, but I know it was horrendous because we didn't have the ball long. We was motherfucking punting that bitch, throwing interceptions, fumbling that bitch, 4 and out punt. Like, it was horrible, dog. that shit is a stress. Like I said, I like to place blame where I can place blame. The defense wasn't great. Like I said, even with all the with as bad as that offense played all last year, that defense was still 20th. Like, goddamn, a really good defense is a really good offense is going to elevate that 20th ranked defense, and you're at least 12, 13. If your offense takes care of the ball and it's not just giving it away at will and letting CJ Stroud be able to fucking have a game where he can throw the ball 50 times, 45 times, like, come on, bro. Like, that shit is just counterproductive for everybody. Like I said, the defense, if you're on the field, you got to play. That's the name of the business. But when your offense does that all year,
right?
They did it all year. They did it all year.
Focusing, but listen,
no, I'm saying they did it all year.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
Because how does that get fixed? Because spending money on the defense and we didn't. I'm saying we didn't address. Yes, you say that you and Travis, y'all feel that you say you feel that he's right because we'll get it out that they didn't do enough to address the defense.
No, that's not what we're saying. You're hyper focusing because I said the word defense.
I'm
saying that they could have spent the money on anything, bruh. They could have spent the money on anything. That's the point. That's the point of it. They didn't spend. They didn't do to the best of their abilities to spend the money that they have to make the team better on any special teams, defense, offense, the water boy. It's spending the money, bro.
I don't think that would. Do you think that would have changed anything?
It could have. That's what I'm saying. Like if they would have addressed center was a problem for us. Interior, like what Big Marcus was talking about. What Big Marcus was talking about getting Marcel Darius. We did that. We did that in 2023. We went and got what's his name? Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
We went and got Ezra to try to make the interior of the offensive line better. But we were still bad at center. They could have addressed center in free agency last year. Like I'm just saying, they could have spent money on anything that you felt was wrong with the team. They could have spent money to try to fix it, and they did not do it. And that is on the front office.
Yeah, bro. You don't like burning money, man. I feel them.
So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is it doesn't necessarily have to be defense. I don't want you to hyper focus on the word defense. It's the fact that they didn't spend the money to make any part of this team. Like the only thing that they did for the offense to try to make it better was insert Calvin Ridley, but you had already gotten him before the 2023 season. He was just suspended.
That was your trade. That was your trade mid-season from the year before.
But that's from the year before. I'm talking about the 2023 off season.
That's
spending money in the 2023
that was only for the
season.
future. But that was a move. That was a move strictly for the future. He was suspended. Like we knew he wasn't going to play that.
Yes,
that's still a free agency move. But regardless,
okay, we're counting it as a free agency, and that's what I just said. The only thing they really did for the offense was the Calvin Ridley, but it wasn't in 2023 that they did it. I'm saying in 2023 they had a significant amount of cap space to work with, and they barely used it, is what I'm saying. And that's what Travis said, and I disagreed with him at first. And now I realize hindsight is 2020. That man was right.
I still disagree. Bulky masterclass.
I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Mabba, make America bulky again.
That's what I said, Ken.
Mabba.
Thank you, Robert. Just anything, bro. And they didn't spend the money to do that in free agency.
I'm just saying,
they did get to try. That's the whole point. Whether it would have worked, I don't know. Maybe not. But because I don't know, maybe And maybe it would have been good enough for one more win to make it to the playoffs in 2023. I don't know. Maybe it makes us have the 4-13 season in 2023. I don't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that the team didn't approve past 9-8. That's what I do know. So yeah, the possibility of the front office at least trying to bring in somebody or a few somebodies and failing to do it, that's on the front office. Now you could say, well, they wanted to save that money because they knew that they had deals and contracts coming up the next year. Maybe, but the optics is that you didn't change anything and nothing changed. Except for the way you started and ended the 20.
And that same, like I said, that same physically constructive team that's poorly coached went out there and won 9 games. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy that the whole, because we've talked about how poorly coached this team has been the last 2 seasons. It's been poorly coached. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
without making all those moves, that same poorly constructed, it was poorly coached, or is it poorly constructed? Because the poorly coached team.
I didn't say that they're poorly constructed. I said that nothing is done to try to make it better.
I built the foundation as strong as I can be. If you just keep taking a sledgehammer to my foundation, yeah, the foundation is not gonna fucking look. It's gonna fucking, the house gonna fall.
I don't, bro.
I got concrete. I got concrete. I got real concrete.
I don't know if you're. I can't tell if you're trolling right now. Like, it's crazy. I can't tell.
I'm trying to move on to.
If you're trolling, you win.
I'm trying to move. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on to coaching. That's what I'm trying to move on to.
Yeah. Anyway. So let's get back to the head coaches. So we're in our second week of coaching interview. Look, I'll be honest. Half of the candidates I don't even care about. I don't even care about. For me, it comes down to 5 people.
Yeah.
So that's it. To me, now my 5 people may vary from your 5 people. And I don't know. So you said you have a 5, but you don't care.
Yeah,
explain that, bro. Explain that.
I have, like, I guess the top candidates. Like, to me, I'm just more. If I believe in the quarterback the way I feel like I believe in the quarterback, I feel like I feel like the coach has to be offensive coach. Now, not to say that Aaron Glenn is that doesn't automatically take Aaron Glenn off the table, because he does fit my criteria of what I want, and I've been saying this for all season. Coach, the next coach has to be young and / or black, and we got the young guys with Joe Brady and Ben Johnson. We got our black with Aaron Glenn. And to me, those are the 3. Really, I mean, like I said, Cohen is a young guy. I like what they're doing in Tampa Bay, but I like what Joe Brady's doing. Still, Dabble's been. That's a lot of. I think there's a lot of. I don't know how much collaboration's going on there with the offense, but I mean, we'll see.
What are you talking about at
in Buffalo?
With him and who? Sean McDermott?
Oh shit, I forgot they don't have Dabble no more.
No, Brian Dable was their
Yeah,
offensive
yeah. I
coordinator.
forgot he's not. Yeah, I forgot he's not there. He's in
Yeah.
New York now.
Yeah.
Is this Brian? What's-
Oh, is this Brian? Congratulations, Brian.
Congratulations, Brian.
Wait, this black Brian or white Brian?
This is Black Brian.
Oh,
Ooh,
sorry.
Ooh, I fucked up. Fucked up.
Yes.
But yeah.
So hey, listen,
I mean,
no disrespect,
it looks good, bro.
to
Joe Brady shit.
to Brian Flores, but fuck that guy. I don't want that guy here.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. So he is not in the top 5. Needless to say. Yeah, I know. I agree with you, except for I have, and I feel like it's an unpopular opinion, but I also feel like it should be. But at number 5 for me is Robert Saleh. Like, I would be, if Robert Saleh was named the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, I wouldn't be mad.
Man, this city will have a riot, bro. It's too many
I wouldn't be mad, bro. And he fits your criteria, even though I know you don't want him as the head coach. But I just feel like
I like Robert Saleh. I don't think that was his fault what was going on in New York.
No,
Aaron Rodgers is a fucking diva.
Not just that. Like, bro, okay, look, he's a rookie head coach, right? Yeah. He's a rookie head coach. As a rookie head coach, he gets a rookie quarterback. Who's his rookie quarterback? Zach fucking Wilson.
Yeah.
Zach fucking Wilson, dog. And dog, you can't tell me for 1 minute that's a Robert Saleh decision. That was the Jets organization decision to fucking go and get Zach Wilson. And even with the bad offense, and now look, dog, now you got Garrett Wilson over there. You got talent, but like you just super weak at quarterback. Mm-hmm. And then and even through bad offense play, Robert Saleh was still able to give you a top 5 defense in the NFL.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. That's gonna get you. That's the thing I was gonna say is the defense will be right.
And then okay, then the Savior's supposed. So then he went what 3 years? No, Zach Wilson, 2022, Zach Wilson, 2023, Aaron Rodgers, but back to Zach Wilson because Aaron Rodgers comes to save the day, right?
Yeah.
Then fucking he tears his fucking Achilles like the first play of the game. And now he's out of there. Was he out of there? Third play? You said it was third play?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, third play of the game. He out of there. Zach Wilson back in there, right? But still being competitive. AR come back. AR on that bullshit. AR's like, hey, yo, go get me Nathaniel Hackett. Mm-hmm. Yo, like, hey, we all in. We about football. Bitch ain't coming to mandatory mini camp. Like, yo, you dealing with this shit with AR, and AR is like secretly, but not secretly running the team. Like, come on, bro. Like now y'all already know. Like, I don't believe in fair, right? Fair is like a made up thing. It's got, unless you're talking about like carnival rides or like baseball,
cotton candy.
You feel me? And there's one more thing that there's like the word fair in, but other than that, dog, there's no fair. But he was not given a proper opportunity. He was, outside of the fact that he had the name head coach attached to his name, or I'm sorry, the title head coach attached to his name. Like he was not given anything for real success.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. And look, y'all can still not feel buddy, but I just feel like you haven't been able to see him with a competent, like if he brought that defense to a team that can have a competent offense because they have a good quarterback, which the Jacksonville Jaguars have, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people that have a different opinion, but like, you wrong. Was this the worst Trevor Lawrence outside of 2021 we saw? Yes. But is that Trevor Lawrence? Nah. He was bad and he needs to be better, but the playmakers around him have to be better. Playmakers around have to be better. They can't keep dropping balls and dropping touchdowns and they fumble and all this other shit and letting the ball slip out their hand for a motherfucker to intercept that shit. Like, they got to stop doing that shit. They got to stop doing that shit. Like, that's it. Because when they do that, when they're doing that shit, every time Trevor makes a mistake, that shit's magnified because of it.
Mm-hmm. No, it definitely is, bro. I mean,
he beat us twice. What you talking about, Ken? He beat us once. Oh, well, he wasn't with the team when they played us. But yeah, you're right. That's his defense. So yeah, you're right. That was twice. He beat us in 2021, Trevor's rookie year. He beat us, and then we beat him in 2022 on the way to the playoffs.
Who? Oh, the Jets. Yeah.
The Jets, yeah. So we were 1-1 then, and then AR beat us because apparently this team forgot that Devontae Adams was on the field and nobody decided to cover him. But that's a different conversation. But anyway, that's my argument for Robert Saleh. Like, I don't think that he's been put into an actual position to compete in this league. And by competing, like, you have to have a competent quarterback to execute a competent offense. And I don't think he was given that. And then number 4 for me is actually Liam Cohen. He's my lowest of the offensive coordinators on the list. You know, I hear what people are saying. I see the tape, but I don't know. I don't believe that this team, how this team is constructed right now on offense, I don't see it operating the way that he's got Tampa Bay operating. Like, he'd have to tweak it. Yeah. And I just don't know. I don't know if he can do that.
Yeah, Baker does a lot. Baker makes up for a lot of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that can be the biggest. The fact that Baker is Baker would be the biggest knock for Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
Because Baker's going to do Baker stuff. Baker been doing Baker stuff as long as I've been watching Baker Mayfield play football.
Yeah.
And the shit that I be seeing Baker do, that ain't coaching.
Yeah. He plays outside the rules. He plays like that's his version of the X's and O's.
He colors inside the lines about 85% of the time.
Yeah.
But when those, we're gonna make some abstract. I'm not gonna color. I'm gonna color outside the lines. It's still gonna be fire, but it's just not gonna look like how you designed it to look. And if I'm doing shit that is not designed to look like that, that ain't the coaching. That's that's Baker. So I understand, like you said, it's the offense. The offense gets the credit, but I just even watched the play there. It was like, oh, watch how it breaks down. It's like, yeah, your guys now having guys in the right positions, like the play with the Tristan Wirfs, like when Baker was rolling out to his left, and Tristan Wirfs is step for step. It's literally step for step where Baker Mayfield's still technically kind of behind him, like he's blocking a guy with one hand and just like running out to the left. And it's a perfect Baker. But so that is some of that stuff is taught. And they say, hey, if he rolls out, you need to be making sure that you're out there with him. He had a one-man blocking crew and was able to not had the time to just roll, hit a receiver just running into the zone. Because the plays don't broke down, but it's just it wasn't designed that way, I don't think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
it could have been designed that way.
He's less of, I think, what most would call conventional.
Well, and the thing is too now, and like I said, it could be designed that way. The plays could be designed. Hey, Baker, I know you like to roll out to your left. We're gonna have some stuff because, like I said, the way that Tristan Wirfs was blocking, it kind of looked like it was designed like that. So, like I said, Baker has to do Baker things, but if your coach put you in the best positions to do the things that you do best, or that you can just could be a game changer, that is a reason for a coach like that to have, because hey, I understand and dissected everything. I've seen all your biggest plays. I've dissected what you're really good at, and you've told me what you're comfortable with, the most comfortable with, and we're actually designing the offense together instead of this is what I do, this is what I run, and this is how it's gonna happen. Because that's what we just had.
Right.
They didn't shift it for nobody, which, like I said, is crazy.
Definitely.
So
yeah.
So,
but
if you could do that, if that's
Like and look, that's a possibility. That's a possibility that he could just be a coach. The thing is that I don't have any other point of reference to know that he did that. You feel me? Like other places, like I don't have a point of reference, a good enough point of reference to say, oh, when he works with this guy, he was able to bring out this that he's really, really good at and have it as a part of the offense. Right. I don't know. Like I saw him do it with Baker and it looks great. But again, I feel like we don't have the way the team is configured right now, like the personnel that we have, he would have to tweak it. Like it's almost our argument with Todd Monken, right? This is why like Todd Monken isn't on the list for me or for you. Is because like his offense is tailored to Lamar's strengths.
Yeah.
Like that whole offense is tailored to around Lamar Jackson's strengths and the running back strength, which is Derrick Henry now. Right? So I'm just afraid that those coaches won't be able to adapt to what Trevor's really good at. And that's like pushing the ball downfield.
Yeah. Gotta hit. Just gotta
so that's why so that's why I think so for me, Joe Brady is above. So Joe Brady is my number 3, right? Joe Brady is above Liam Cohen for me. And I say that now a person can say, well, Trevor's not Josh Allen, right? But when I think of the offense, I'm also thinking of the totality of the offense. And like I said, for Liam, like we're not configured like how the Bucks are. And so I know for a fact Liam can't come over here and run that same offense here because of the player personnel that we have, right? Well, the difference is that between us and Buffalo is I feel like Joe Brady did more or less, because the talk going in was that, well, what's Buffalo going to do?
Yeah, they don't have Stephon anymore.
Yeah, who are they going to throw the ball to? Like, who's going to be the number one receiver?
Also, yeah, I mean, yeah. See, that motherfucker James Cook was.
Yeah, but they didn't believe in the running game either.
Yeah, they did. They did, but that boy was going.
James Cook looking like big bro.
Yeah,
you feel me? But at the same time, the fact that he took this offense and he put this offense together and made it go. And yeah, it goes through Josh Allen. And Trevor doesn't have all the traits that Josh Allen has. He's not as big and mobile, run a motherfucker over like Josh Allen is. But he is a big quarterback. He's got a strong arm. He can run a little bit. I mean, I think he's closer to similarity with Josh Allen than he is to Baker Mayfield. So I just think that if he could do that with something that was supposed to be lesser talent, then like what would he be able to do with even better talent? Which I think that name wise on this roster, our starting receiving core is better than the starting receiving core for the Buffalo Bills. Just name wise on the roster, right? So I think if he can elevate that roster with those receivers and with James Cook that nobody had faith in, like nobody was talking about James Cook at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? All the talk is how is this offense going to function? They thought this shit was going to be a down year for Buffalo. That's what they really thought about this team, dog. And these motherfuckers are dangerous. So if he can do that with that offense, then I think this offense has a higher ceiling.
Yeah.
Despite the quarterback, despite the quarterback controversy, because I'm not saying that Trevor Lawrence is better than Josh Allen. I'm just saying, like, I think overall, this offense, if coached correctly, would be better than that one. Just name for name. like if in the beginning of the year, if I put Christian Kirk's name up and then Shakur, is that how you say his last name? Like Tupac Shakur?
I think it's Shakir.
Shakir, okay. Like Shakir, like if I put Christian Kirk, Shakir, and I say, hey, who's the better receiver? A motherfucker gonna say Christian Kirk. Motherfucker didn't know who, unless you were a Buffalo fan or somebody like real deep in the trenches of fantasy. And we play fantasy, and I still didn't know who he was. So that's all I'm saying. I'm speaking name wise. If he elevated that, then what can he elevate the names on? How can he elevate the names on this roster? And I just think if he can get close enough to his scheme and vision in Buffalo and bring it here, I think we could be very successful with that. So that's really my argument for Joe Brady. And then I really don't have a 2 because it's 1A and 1B for me, and that's AG.
Yeah. And don't he have BT? Well, how long? Joe Brady, when was his last time? When was his last year at LSU?
Wait, this is 2024. Last year, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it have been last year? Or it might have been 22. Joe Brady, LSU. I'm looking it up now. Yeah, 2022 was, so he left in 20. So I guess 2021 was his last season, because in 2022 he became the Bills quarterbacks coach.
I was trying to see the familiarity with Brian Thomas Jr. There's a little bit then.
Yeah, so because Brian, hold on, Brian was there in 24. He was there in 23, 20. So nah, I think Brian.
He wasn't there technically in the 24 season. He was there the 23 season.
I'm sorry. The 23 season, the 22 season, and the 21. Yeah, so yeah, he would have known him. He would have known him right before he left to go to Buffalo. So yeah, I'd even draw that connection. That was good. I didn't even draw that connection. So yeah, there's that. I mean, I'm sure BTJ is not the same player he knew in 2021.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about offensive dialect or the offensive lange.
Okay, yeah.
Because the offense is going to change regardless. So somebody like I'm pretty sure the terminology that Joe Brady I don't think there's going to be. I mean, I don't know if anything can really shake the kid because he looks like he took the whatever terminology he was running. I don't think he was running the wrong routes this year. So I think he'll be fine in that aspect. But I mean, stuff like that can help. Just being used to a certain style of offense that you did in college, whereas, like I said, now you just get the Malik Neighbors routes. You know what I'm saying? Now you get all the Malik Neighbor targets and routes.
Yeah.
Sounds fine to me.
Definitely sounds fire. Definitely sounds fire. But yeah, so he's my number 3, and then there is no 2. It's a 1A, 1B. But that's Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. I mean, I think that's everybody's top coaching, and then I think Liam Cohen falls somewhere in there for a lot of people, but I found out I didn't realize Aaron Glenn played for us.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that he played for Jags.
Yeah. I remember Aaron Glenn.
Yeah,
for a long time, but
I don't remember him back then, but I'm gonna tell you. So what really made me say, you know what, bro? Like, I want that dude as a head coach. They were showing a press conference that he was doing, and I don't know what the question is. Like, I haven't seen the clip with the question. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you have that?
What?
Do you have the press conference? Glenn?
No, I mean I can find one.
See if you can find. It's the press conference where he's saying, like, if a team hires him as a head coach, he's saying that everybody's saying that he's a defensive head coach, and if you hire him, you're getting a defensive head coach.
Yeah.
He's like, if you hire, but no, he's like, he says, I know offense just like the rest of them. If you hire me, you're not hiring a defensive head coach. You're hiring a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he said it, bro, it was like, it made me like kind of lean back. Like, damn, bro. Like, I felt that shit. Like, nah.
Nah, he's that guy.
If you bring me in the building, I'm going to make both sides of the ball great. Like, that's basically the message I got.
Nice, simple play.
And the first pick of the season for Jeff Garcia goes for 6. Aaron Glenn puts the
That's dope. That's dope. Pick six.
Pick six.
So, had a. Let's see. So he's got the 20th. He's got the 20th overall total defense, right? They have the 30th passing defense, which means they, in totality, passing wise, they give up the third most points in the league. But run defense, 5th. Scoring defense, 7th in the league. So top 10 scoring defense, top 5 run defense. Red zone defense, 7. So like people aren't really scoring in the red zone, like they're scoring on some big pass plays, right? But this is the biggest thing for me. Do you know what his third down defense is, bro?
What, number one?
Number 1.
Yeah, getting off the fucking field.
Getting off the fucking field. Jaguars was 24th. And I'm surprised we're that high, to be honest with you.
I mean, that's not high. It's just
I'm saying, like, I was thinking we were down in like the 30, 31.
Yeah.
Like dog, because we could not get off the fucking field. His defenses get off the field, bro. His defenses get off the field. So, and this defense, and it's doing it without its star player that everybody will forever just compare to Trayvon Walker.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing it with a lot of guys, but especially somebody who, at least at the time, was on pace to be Defensive Player of the Year. So, I think if you could just find video of the man talking, just go find and listen to the man talk, bro. Like, he's a leader. The man sounds like a leader, dog, and we need leadership in this locker room.
Yeah,
leadership in this locker room, dog.
No, he be talking that talk.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's Ben Johnson, bro. I mean, now, quarterback wise, I think there's a comp. Like I think Trevor is a closer comp to Jared Goff than he is to, like, if I would say Trevor is,
of all the candidates and the quarterbacks that they have right now, like the quarterbacks that they're currently coaching.
Yes.
And calling plays for it, he's closer to Jared Goff.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is I feel like if you're talking about a coach coaching a quarterback, I feel like Trevor is closer to Jared than he is to Josh Allen.
Yeah. Styles make fights, and you gotta have the right fighter for the style.
Yeah.
Because like I said, they don't ask Jared Goff to do a whole bunch when it comes to goddamn, like, anything. Like, bro, dude, just throw the ball where you're supposed to. Don't throw interceptions. Not about to have you doing a whole bunch of running and shit. Like, that's not what we got players to do all the running for you. Yeah. If occasionally you gotta, you know what I'm saying, take your 6'6" frame and get down the field, then we do it. But let's build this protection up.
Right. Yeah. And I think either your Christian Kirk or Parker Washington can work those Amon-Ra St. Brown routes, right? And I feel like BTJ gives you a more like he gives you what you thought J-Mo was going to be.
Yeah.
Coming out of Alabama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like before he got hurt, like BTJ gives you that instantaneously.
Yeah, in a bigger frame. Like
in a bigger frame, yeah. You know, I think you can comp Sam Laporta with Evan Ingram closely. Like their playmaking and catching and like their catch radius abilities. I think that's like, I'm not saying one guy is better than the other. I'm just saying that comparatively, how they play tight end is real similar, and how they're used in the tight end position is real similar. So I just think that there's a lot of pieces on the Jacksonville Jaguars that are decent comps to what he currently works with now. And some of the pieces are even better than what he's currently like they're comparable to the pick to one of the like the J-Mo BTJ thing, but BTJ is what J-Mo was projected to be.
Yeah.
And was hoping to get back to after he came back from the injury. So like you got a guy that's overachieving to the hype that he was giving, compared to a guy that's, you know, he does make some fun splash plays here and there for you, but he's not as big as part of that offense as I'm sure when the Lions drafted him hoped that he would be.
Yeah, I mean, they were hoping that he'll be a 1,300 to 1,500 yard guy.
Yeah. So, bro, I mean, that's how I feel. It's if anybody has anything different, man, chime in. But I think personally, those are the best 5 candidates, and it doesn't, and they don't have to be in that order. Other than, in my personal opinion, Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson are clearly the front runners, and if they're not, they should be. Somebody asked in the chat earlier about McCarthy.
Yeah.
So, and this could just be like just bias. But I just don't like McCarthy. I just don't like him. Like he is a successful coach. You know, he's had some really successful teams everywhere he's been, and like I can't deny his record. It's just personal. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I've been tainted by the media to Mike McCarthy, but I just personally don't like him.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him either. I don't fuck with Buddy either.
You know, it's the opposite because I recognize. Matter of fact, it's not the opposite of Brian Flores, because Brian Flores was winning down in Miami.
Yeah.
Look at his records when he was the head coach, but I just don't like Brian Flores.
Yeah, I mean, and look, and I like Brian Flores. I don't want him to be the coach. I don't like Mike McCarthy, and I don't want him to be the coach.
But I don't want him to be the coach because I don't like him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't want Brian Flores to be the coach because I just don't think I don't think he's going to be a good head coach. But I fuck with Brian Flores. Like Mike McCarthy could be a good coach. I don't fuck with him, so I don't want him to be like on the radar, bro. Fuck him.
Right. So really, bro, that's our answer. That's our answer to Mike McCarthy. Like we just don't fuck with Buddy.
Really?
You know, respectfully. Like I don't have anything bad to say about him either. That's the thing. It's just but y'all know, I know y'all gotta have job. Well, if you're among the working class, I know there's other ways to make money. But if you're tuning in and you're among the working class, dog, I'm sure there's somebody at your job that that you just don't like them. Like what? Like they didn't necessarily do anything to you. You just you look at them, you just like, ugh, fuck.
I hate the way you park.
I hate the way you breathe.
I hate the way that you walk. I hate that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. But yeah, bro, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah. So those the coaches. Those the coaches, dog. They finished Cohen's last night. They said that shit went late.
Bro, was that a CGI? Was that a CGI picture of Ben Johnson on Shad Khan's boat?
Yes, it was.
I thought they did it via Zoom. Anyway,
they did do it via Zoom.
I was like, bro, that shit was funny.
Yeah, no, it was. It was hilarious.
It was dope. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. Fuck that. That shit had me dying. I said, bro, it looks so intimate. Oh man, but yeah, bro. I mean, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. That's the show. That's the show. We appreciate everybody tuning in, dog. We talked about the head coaches. We're gonna see what movement happens. I mean, they got I think they said Joe Brady on Friday, which is I thought they weren't allowed to do the interviews when they had games, but I could be wrong. But they said they got Joe Brady Friday, and I think Brian Flores and Todd Monken, or maybe Todd Monken was today.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Really, again, the other candidates outside of the top five, I named me personally. I feel like it's just a process. I just feel like they're going through a process. So yeah, I to be honest with you, I'd be shocked. And to be honest, I would be mad. I would be mad if it's anybody outside of the five people we talked about. Outside of the top five.
I just need the Lions. Who the Lions play this week?
The Lions play Washington, right? It's got to be Washington.
Yeah, man. Come on, Jay and Daniels. Hey, come on, Jay and Daniels. Hey, knock them boys out. Let's get this shit. Hey, let's get y'all shit over with, so we can goddamn make it higher, dog. Fuck it.
Yeah. Now,
y'all keep goddamn winning, bro. We gotta keep goddamn prolonging.
So let me ask you this: unless Detroit loses, you think that we don't make a decision until after the Super Bowl, or do you?
Oh, I think if they don't win this, if they don't go and win the Super Bowl, they're gonna announce it when when his season's over. He's gonna take a job.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like our team's gonna stand pat. Like if Detroit goes to the Super Bowl, right? Our team's not gonna make hiring. Like if Ben Johnson if Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn is in their coaching, like, hey, we want this guy. Are multiple teams going to wait to hire their coach until after the Super Bowl? Do you think that's a possibility?
We are. I know we are. I know we're not going to make a decision until the guy is available to make the decision. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other way. You can't hire somebody who's the guy can't quit. He's not gonna quit his job. He can't quit his job in the middle. So he's gonna finish his job. He's gonna finish his work year out, and like I said, he's already interviewed. So as soon as you're available to be hired, he can hire you. And I think they hire him as soon as possible. And I'm assuming if you're becoming the head coach, that means you've already known you're becoming the head coach, and you are already prepared. Like I said, you're preparing for what you got going on now, but as soon as you hired, you're sending Trevor Lawrence the playbook.
Yeah. Well, I hope he's texting. He's texting people that are going to be. He's trying to get on staff.
He's building the staff. He should be building the staff now. I mean, like I said, it's tampering or whatever. And
like, I'm not going to insinuate that because that's against league rules.
Yeah.
So,
but he has the people in mind.
Right. And I just hope that he's putting it together. But man,
bring Mark home. Bring Mark home.
That would suck. That would suck to have to wait till after the Super Bowl. Now again, if it's to get your guy, and then does that mean if we're waiting? Because I think if we wait, there's going to be other teams that are going to be waiting. I feel like you know.
I mean, no,
the Bears might get scared.
Like I said,
the Bears might get scared. Somebody's going to make a rush. Somebody's going to make a rush hire.
Yeah,
but I just feel like if Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson are on a team's radar, which I feel like they're on most teams' radar, they're on the Jets, they're on the Jags. I haven't really seen too much traction. AG going to the Bears. I think they said the Saints.
Listen, if the Lions lose this weekend, that's two candidates. That's two more candidates that are eligible to be hired instead of just one. And if the Bills lose this weekend, there goes three candidates.
Well, that'd be all of them. That'd be all the top five at that point.
Yeah, that'd be all the top. That'd be all of our top.
Well,
the consistent top five. Yes, that'd be the top. Yes, that would be the consistent. All the consistent top five would be out. So, go Commanders. And who the Bills play? They got Buffalo. I mean, they got Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go Lamar. Go Derrick Henry, man.
Because it's Chiefs, Texans, and Buffalo Ravens.
Yeah, Chiefs, Texans. Yeah, man. Go Lamar, bro. Head to head, MVP.
MVP is MVP voting over with?
It's supposed to be.
So technically, this game won't have any bearing on.
It's not supposed to.
Yo, speaking of real quick, man, the Pepsi Rookie of the Year. Yo, we reposted it. If you haven't voted for BTJ at least 100 times and then 100 more, man, look, go on the Men and Teal Pod Twitter or X and find the Did You Vote Yet? Find it on there. Click on the link and vote, bro. Vote for BTJ. You can vote as many times as you want to, dog. I know it's a giant hill to climb, dog, because I really feel like Jaden Daniels is gonna get Rookie of the Year. But dog, we can at least get him second place, dog. Get him runner up. I mean, fuck it, let's win that bitch, but at least get him a runner up, dog. Get him a runner up. Get him up there, dog. So, with that said, we appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you for tuning in to the Men of Teal. We keep it real. We keep it teal. And that is your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J, and you are rocking with your boy J to the I to the M-B-O. And we are out of here.